Hey everybody, this is a very quick checkpoint to make sure we are ready for the day 3 quiz. So if you notice, it's very brief. There are 3 skills questions and 2 real world questions. So it's a nice snapshot of what you have been learning the first 2 days of the unit in preparation for the day 3 quiz. Let's get right into our practice. This is definitely a moment where if you can do these on your own, which in theory you should be able to, I would ask that you pause, make sure you do it first on your own, and then use the video notes to check. If you're stuck on how to start, watch it to know how to start, but then as soon as you mentally say, oh, okay, I know how to do the rest, press the space bar, pause the video, and actually try the rest of it on your own, and then use the completed notes to check it. Like let it play and see if we get the same answer. All right, number 1, line down the inequality sign. I pay attention to the side that the variable is on, so I see x is here on the right side. If there's something I can add or subtract, I want to do that first. I see a minus 14, so I can add 14 to both sides. Negative 8 plus 14 is 6 less than x. Now, x is now by itself, but if you notice, technically this says 6 less than x. And we really don't like leading with a number. We like the variable to be on the left. I want x to come over here, and I want this number to come over here. So rearrange it, and it becomes x greater than 6. The inequality sign did not flip. If I were to read this from the variable, this says x greater than 6. This says x greater than 6. These mean the same. So put 6 somewhere in the middle, count back a couple and forward a couple. It'll be an open circle on 6 and shade to the right. Number 2, line down the inequality sign. If you know how to do this one, press pause, try it yourself, compare answers. I will distribute negative 2, and I get negative 2x plus 8 greater than or equal to 36. Subtract 8 from both sides. Negative 2x greater than or equal to 28. Divide by negative 2. Oops. Dividing by a negative flips the inequality sign. And I get negative 14. X is less than or equal to negative 14. Couple numbers to the left. Couple numbers to the right. It would be a solid dot on negative 14 to the left. Less than is to the left. This is supposed to be a negative 13. Wait, yes, there we go. Okay. Number 3, line down the inequality sign. Press pause if you can do this on your own, and then check answers with me. I see that I do not have any like terms here. There are no like terms here, but x is on both sides of the inequality, so we have a goal of gathering all of our variables to the left, numbers to the right. If I only want variables on the left side, this positive 7 has to go, so I will subtract 7. Notice how I'm careful to make sure that I write minus 7 under what it's like terms with, which is the 1. That leaves me a negative 4x on the left, less than 2x. 1 minus 7 is a negative 6. On the right side, I just want numbers, so this 2x can't stay. We'll subtract that from both sides. So negative 6x is less than negative 6. Divide by negative 6, divide by negative 6. We get x is greater than 1. The inequality sign flips because you divided by a negative. Open circle on 1, greater is to the right. It's an open circle because this is strictly greater than. I don't see any or equal to here. Our 2 real-world examples. The temperature tomorrow will be at most 60 degrees. At most means that the temperature will be less than or equal to that. So if I let X be my temperature, we'll assume Fahrenheit, X less than or equal to 60. If you're ever not sure about the inequality, sometimes it helps if you think about money or people. Like if we said we can have at most 60 people come, then that means 60 or less. So less than or equal to 60. Shayla wants to order some Blu-rays. Amazon will charge her $19 per Blu-ray. I'll circle that. Per Blu-ray, plus $4.50 for shipping and handling for the entire order. If Shayla has at least $75 to spend, how many Blu-rays can she buy? So there's 2 ways to know how to define the variables. It clearly said per Blu-ray, but when in doubt, look at the question. How many Blu-rays can she buy? So that's where my variable will come from. We'll let X be the number of Blu-rays. Let's read what Amazon is going to charge her. $19 per Blu-ray, so 19X, that's my rate, plus $4.50 shipping and handling. You pay that once. It's a flat rate fee. Shayla has at least $75 to spend. At least is greater than or equal to 75. At least 75. 75 or more to spend. So greater than or equal to 75. We'll draw a line down the inequality and let's solve. X is on the left side of our inequality, so that's the side we'll pay attention to. If there's something we can add or subtract, we want to do that first. So I see this plus 4.5. I can subtract 4.5 from both sides. 19X greater than or equal to 75 minus 4.5 is 70.5. Divide by 19. Divide by 19. And we get X greater than or equal to 3.7105. We'll round to a 1 right there. We're always going to go to 3 decimal places to get ready for the SAT. SAT has us go to 3 places, so we'll get in a good habit. That's my math answer. But what does this mean in the real world here? Well, X is the number of Blu-rays. So Shayla can buy at least 3 DVDs. We don't take into account pieces. So the whole number of 3 is what we pay attention to for the number of DVDs. And I really just took the question and turned it into my sentence. How many Blu-rays can she buy? Shayla can buy at least 3 DVDs. Or you can say buy 3 or more DVDs. There's many ways to say the sentence. Just get the sentence there so I know you understand what this means. So 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to show you 2 ways of graphing this. So typically we say solid dot on 3 and shade to the right. But unlike temperature, like if I graphed this, and this is solid dot and to the left, we have decimal temperatures like 59.5 degrees. That exists. 59.5876 degrees. That also exists. But ask yourself, do you have decimal DVDs? No, we don't. So technically, on the number line, tomorrow, on the day 3 quiz, I will accept this as a graph. But eventually, we will work towards realizing that technically, this graph should just be all of the whole numbers in this direction. You can buy 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. You cannot buy 3.5 DVDs. So I just want to mention that because that will be coming in the future, and this is a good time to start talking about that real-world reasoning. But like I said, on the day 3 quiz, I will accept this. It would be really nice if there's a question that this technically is the graph, like we can't have decimal people, can't have decimal cars. So things in the real world that are whole, we would have solid dot, discrete. We're counting discrete points. All right, any questions? Go ahead and send me a question on Remind. Happy studying for the day 3 quiz coming up. Have a great day.